MJ, you have touched so many people's lives, but none like mine. Thank you for being the best teammate. I will always cherish that, and I will cherish our relationship forever. Thank you.
Batman, 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 what? Batman, Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, Batman, hey. Batman, Batman, what? Mr. Never use a gap, man. Yeah. Never turn like a Batman.
What is going on, y'all? This is A1 Hoops tapping into your notification feed once again with another video. Before we get into today's topic, stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button if you love what I do, and follow me on all these social media platforms for daily hoop content. Now, as you guys have definitely already heard, there's a big rift or beef between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, and all of this is getting started mostly because Scottie feels like the way he was portrayed in The Last Dance was unsatisfactory. But let me remind you guys of one thing. Scottie Pippen was a part of the documentary. So like, what? Like, did you not know you was in the documentary? He feels as if it was the Michael Jordan show, which, Scottie, I'm not sure if you knew this. Michael Jordan was the best basketball player ever. So if a documentary has something to do with him, best believe he's going to be the big part of it. Now, despite the fact that Scottie Pippen literally had his own episode in the documentary, so did Steve Kerr, so did Dennis Rodman, so did Phil Jackson. Yet somehow it's the Michael Jordan documentary. He felt like he wasn't portrayed good enough in his documentary. MJ in the doc literally said Scottie Pippen was the best teammate I ever had, and somehow Scottie Pippen still feels like that's not enough credit. He still feels like it was the Jordan documentary. And then, according to GQ, which is like a website, Scottie Pippen was quoted in his book as saying, and I quote, "Michael received $10 million for his role in the doc, while my teammates and I didn't earn a single dime. Another reminder of the pecking order from the old days." Scottie Pippen. The pecking order from the old days? Scottie, are you serious right now? I don't know if Scottie knows this, but on the screen I have it for y'all because, you know, I like to do that for y'all. I like to let y'all see the information. Scottie Pippen throughout his NBA career made $109 million. That's more than what Michael Jordan made in his career by playing basketball. So what is Scottie talking about? The pecking order. And also, let's not forget the bad contract that Scottie Pippen signed. Even the owner told him not to, and he still signed it. So that's your fault. Then he goes on to say, and I quote, "Michael Jordan would have never been Michael Jordan without me, Horace Grant, Tony Kukoc, John Paxson, Kerr, Rodman, Bill Cartwright, Harper, Armstrong. I apologize to anyone I might have left out." Now, Scottie, I'm with you. He would have never been who he was without all those people. My question is, when did Michael Jordan say that? When did he say he would be Michael Jordan without y'all? He literally gave y'all mad credit in your own episodes in the documentary.
It was easy, you know, he carried me for like 11 seasons.
Now, next up, according to Complex, in the book, Scottie Pippen basically says, you know what, me and MJ were never close. We were never even friends off the court. That's how you feel about your relationship, Scottie? You know what? Play the footage.
I will cherish our relationship forever.
You know, me and Michael, we had a special bond, and, you know, we had been together for so long.
Now, next up, then Scottie Pippen says, oh, MJ brought this documentary to basically remind folks that he was better than LeBron James. But then he says that many players consider his equal, if not superior. So basically, he's talking as if he wasn't in the documentary himself. And he's basically implying here that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. So if that's the case, let's see what he says.
Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever put on shoes and play in our game. No doubt about it. I'm always asked about questions to compare him to LeBron. I try to make the best of it.
I've tried to make the best of it,
but really the comparison shouldn't ever be made. And there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan.
No game.
No game.
So now you're just being
Not if I'm trying to win. Not if I'm trying to win. I mean, I'm not going to give up.
To make a long story short, Scottie Pippen is literally just a walking contradiction at this point. He keeps making all these points about Michael Jordan, about how he was portrayed in the documentary. He's upset because of how he was portrayed in the documentary. But at the end of the day, everything that happened in the documentary was accurate. All those things that happened and all the things that people are saying about him are accurate. Yeah, you're a top 50 player of all time. But what happened in 1994 when you refused to go into the game, after Phil drew up a play for the Tony Kukoc. That happened. Why is it bad that we talked about it? That happened. You being the second best player on the Bulls team, you were just not better than Michael Jordan, and you weren't even close. Like, why are you upset about that? Michael Jordan said you were the best teammate he ever had, and somehow you found a problem with that. You said it's being condescending. I don't understand. You felt like the documentary should have been about the Bulls team and less about Michael Jordan. But the problem with that thinking is, the fact is, Michael Jordan is the best basketball player ever. He was the best player on that team. So why would he not have the biggest part of the documentary? Why would he not have the main stage? You guys got the credit you deserved. At the end of the day, you're the one that signed that bad contract. And despite signing that bad contract, you still made more money over your NBA career than Michael Jordan did. Tried to say that you and Mike were never close, but then you had that man introduce you into the Hall of Fame. I don't get it. You thanked him for his relationship. And then you tried to switch it and say that LeBron is the GOAT, but just a few months prior to The Last Dance, you said that there's never a game that you would ever play that you would take LeBron over MJ. I understand you're going through a lot with Larsa Pippen and all that. She was cheating on you. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to be mad at anybody, the person you should be mad at is the fans in the media, not Michael Jordan. Like, what in the world? But basically, that was the video. That is my thoughts on the whole beef between Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. It basically doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, you are the Robin. You're a top 50 player ever. You're one of the best players ever. But you don't compare to Michael Jordan at all. How are you going to be upset about the documentary being mostly about him when he was the biggest part of the team? But that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Follow me on those social media platforms. And with that being said, A1 Hoop signing off. Love you all. Have a good one.